Hey everyone, I'm Melanie from Streamline Legal, where we help law firms get the most out of their practice management software. Tonight I want to talk to you about the Clio Trends Report. And for those of you that haven't heard of the Clio Legal Trends Report, it is a report that Clio does every year. This is the fourth year that they've put it out, and it's really looking at different trends within the legal industry and specifically on how law firms are being run. And so they talk about a lot of different things in the Legal Trends Report. The original one talked a lot about utilization rate and the idea that, the average lawyer, and this is held true for the last 4 years, by the way, the average lawyer spends about 2.5 hours a day on billable work. And that's something that Clio first put out, like I said, about 4 years ago, and it's been holding steady ever since. And it's got a lot of other great information for those of you that are still holding out on those electronic credit card payments. They show that 57% of payments that go out electronically are paid within that same day, which is huge, obviously, for collections. And so there's a lot of great information in there. But I wanted to share with you tonight just my favorite part of the report. First of all, they did talk to potential clients that were looking to hire law firms and found out that most clients are wanting a response within about 24 hours when they call a law firm to find out, if they are available to hire. 80% of those people expected a return call within 24 hours. And phone calls are still pretty important in that regard. Unfortunately, 64% said that they contacted a law firm that never even responded. And, that I think, unfortunately, I see that happening a fair amount, and apparently potential clients do as well. So that, I think, is part of what prompted Clio decided to go ahead and secret shop 1,000 law firms via email and phone. And this is my favorite part of the report because this is showing a lot of things that I've been talking about over the last couple of years that I think attorneys don't always think about a lot or don't put a lot of importance on. And so some of the things that Clio found when they secret shopped these law firms were that 60% of law firms did not even respond to Clio's emails at all. And 28% provided clear next steps for potential clients. Only 28%. So that means if I'm a potential client and I email a law firm, there's only a 40% chance they're going to get back to me to begin with. And of those 40%, 28% of them are going to give me clear next steps as to what I should do. That's pretty small percentages. 53% of the law firms said that when you emailed them, they said, please contact us via phone. And 15% of those didn't even give any information, just said, call us. So, I just keep thinking about those potential law firm clients that are calling and emailing and getting these kind of responses. It's no wonder, frankly, that they're frustrated and they're not following through and hiring these law firms. I mean, I'm thinking if I was a client and, I'm going to work with an accountant or try and hire somebody like that, and they came back and said, I'm sorry, you'll have to email me, you'll have to call me when I email them. That's frustrating. That's difficult to deal with. So I thought that was very, very interesting. As a client, that's something that would be a challenge for me. I would definitely want to hang up and go try the next law firm. That's for sure. 56% of law firms answered the calls, but 39% of law firms that just went to voicemail. And of those 39%, 57% didn't return the call in 72 hours. So it's really frustrating when clients are feeling like they're reaching out via email and via phone and not getting very prompt responses or not getting very clear responses. And we as attorneys are sitting here thinking, why can't I get more clients? Well, there's your answer. I think that the conclusion that I took from this report, and specifically from the secret shopping part, was the idea that we need to stop spending so much time and energy thinking about marketing until we've looked internally at our own processes and looked at how it is that we are operating when talking to a potential client and how that intake process is set up. First of all, do we even have a process, number one? And number two, does it include following up with clients that don't hire us or that don't hire us right away? So for example, if we have a client that calls and we schedule them for a consult, maybe they come into the office, maybe we talk to them, that all goes well, but then they don't make that hiring decision right there, they leave, and we never hear from them again. But we also never follow up with them again. And so I really think that before we start pushing a ton of money and time into marketing, which is just going to be wasted, frankly, when they call us if we can't handle that intake. I think we need to start by looking at that intake procedure or process or build one if we don't have one. But I think that this report has been very telling in showing us where that gap is. The gap that clients are frustrated that they're not able to hire us very seamlessly, and we as attorneys are frustrated that we're not getting the clients that we want or the volume of clients that we want. So the moral of the Clio Trends report for this year, in my opinion, is the idea that we need to first look at our intake procedure and processes to make sure that the money we're spending on all that marketing is not put to waste. So thanks for joining me tonight. I hope that's helpful for you in your practice, and have a great evening.